All right. Non-measurative sensitive MIL M63045A Technical Manual 15 November 1989 superseding MIL M63045 TM 20th January 1983. All right, military specification manual, technical manual, preparation for the depot manual for the depot testing, measurement, diagnostic equipment. Specification is approved for the use of the Department of Army and available by all the departments and agency of the Department of Defense scope. The specification contains the requirement of the preparation depot manual covering the operation and maintenance for the calibration procedure for the depot testing, measurement, the diagnostic equipment. The equipment is used for diagnostic acceptance testing with the field equipment and items returned to the depot for the reconditioning operations. 1-2 examples of figures. Figures used in the document are examples only. The test of this document test takes precedence over all examples. Beneficial comments, recommendations, additions, deletions, any of the pertinent data which may be used for improving the document should be addressed to the commander of the USAMC Material Readiness Support Activity at 10 AMXMDMP, Lexington, Kentucky 40511. 15101 by using self-addressed standardization document improvement proposal DoD 1427 appearing at the end of the document or better by letter. Distribution A. Approval of public release distribution is unlimited AMSC A4848. All right, applicable government documents. Government documents. The specification standard for the handbook. The following specification standard for the handbook. The part of this document extended is specified herein, unless otherwise specified. The issues of these documents are listed in the issue for the Department of Defense Index. Specification is entered for the standards, or DODISS. Supply, therefore, thereto cited in solicitation C62. MIL M38784 Manual Technical General Style and Format Requirements. MIL M3879 Manuals Technical Calibration Procedure Preparation of MIL M63048 Manuals Technical Preparation of Equipment Publication Microfiche MIL M83337 MIL Technical Quality Assurance Program Requirements for those. Standards. MIL Standard 129 Packaging Marking the Shipment of Stores. MIL Standard 335 Manual Technical Repair Parts and Special Tool List. DoD Standard 100 Engineering Drawing Practices. Unless otherwise specified, indicated, copies of the federal and military specification standard. The handbooks are available from the Military Specification Standards Building, 4D, 700 Robbins Avenue, Philadelphia, PA, 19111, 5094. 212. Other government documents, drawings, and publications. The following other government documents and the drawings and publications are part of the document with extent specified herein, other than otherwise specified. The issues of those cited in this solicitation: AR 38049, Industrial Security, TM 3911, Joint Nuclear Weapons Publication System Operation Procedure Specification Standards. Copy of the AR 3849. 38049 available for the use of the Army Publication Distribution Center, 2800 Eastern Boulevard, Baltimore, Maryland 212202896. Copy of the TM 3911 are available for the U.S. Army Publication Distribution Center, 10 ASQ-S DC 1655 Woodson Road, St. Louis, Missouri 631126181. 2-2 non-governmental publication. The following documents form the part of the document to extent specified here and unless specified for the issue of the documents for that are DoD adopted with the list for the issue of the Department of Defense Index Services and ISS. In the solicitation otherwise specified for the issue, the documents are not listed for the DoD ISS Index Services and let's just go back real quick. Services and Specifications and Standards. Index and Specifications and Standards issued in documents cited with the solicitation. American Society for Testing Materials ASTM D3951 DoD Adopted Packaging Commercial. DoD activities can be obtained with the copies of the ASTM D3951 from the Military Specification Standards Building 4D 700 Robbins Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 191115094. Other government activity contractors or other private concerns must concern with the copies of the American Society of Testing Materials 1916 Ray Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19103. Order procedures. In the event of conflict between the text of the document referenced to the cited herein, the text of this document takes precedent. Nothing in the document, however, supersedes the applicable law of the regulation unless specified with exemption has been obtained. 3. Requirements. 3. 1. General. Existing support document included with the engineering data. The commercial off-sheet manual shall be reviewed to determine what can be used and to satisfy the depot maintenance requirements. Usable documentation shall be incorporated by reference in the depot manual. Classification and marking. Circuit classification and marking shall be in accordance with the AR 380. 49. Nuclear weapons depot manuals will deal with support equipment for the nuclear weapons shall be prepared in accordance with the TM 3911. Microfiche, which specified with the contracting activity depot manuals, shall be prepared with microfiche in accordance with the MIL M63048. Readability. Readability information provided with the depot manual shall be directed with the least experienced personnel. Expected to use the reading grade level shall be specified by the contracting activity. 3.6 Illustration. Unless otherwise specified with the contracting activity, the illustration shall be line drawings in accordance with the MIL M38784. With approval of the contracting activity, engineering drawing may be used. Maximum use shall be made of the engineering source data. However, the drawing shall conform to the DoD Standard 100. 3.7 Warning cautions and notes. Warning cautions and notes shall be in accordance with the MIL M38784. Reference to other document data there shall be in accordance with the MIL M38784. Authentication. An authentication page provided by the contracting activity shall file with the last number page in the Department of Depot Manual pursuing the DA Form 2028-2. An order presentation. The material shall be present and logical in terms of the function that to be performed unless otherwise specified with the contracting activity. The following orders shall be followed. Front material, Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Functional Analysis, Chapter 3, Operating Procedures, Chapter 4, Maintenance Requirements, Chapter 5, Calibration, Appendix, Glossary, and Index. Front material. Cover title and title block page. The layout shall conform with the arrangement shown in Figure 1 and 2. The title data shall identify the equipment cover by this manual specified with the contracting activity. The cover shall contain line drawing of the equipment. Publication number shall be specified with the contracting activity. Distribution statement and distribution exporting warning notice. Distributing statement of destruction exporting warning notice shall be placed on the front of the cover title and the title block page of each of the Department Depot Manual according to the MIL M38784. 3.11.112 Suppression note. The depot manual supersedes the other manuals. Proportion of the manual suppression note is furnished the contracting activity shall be placed as follows. Statement supersedes copy date with the date shall be placed on the Department of Depot manual covered immediately below the depot number. The complete suppression notice in accordance with the MIL M38784 shall be placed on the title block G, the Figure 2. Alright, 3.11.1.3 Reporting errors recommending improvements. The reporting errors recommending improvements to statement box and shall appear below the title page data of the title block of the page shown with the Figure 2 with the address of the responsibility component inserted in the box. A. Unclassified depot manuals expired the use class of the depot manual with the following statement shall be used. Reporting errors recommendation. Improve you can help with improve the manual and find any mistakes, or if you know any of the way to improve these procedures, please let us know. Mail your letter to DA Form 20218. Recommended change publication blank form DA Form 228-2. Locate in the back of the manual direct with the address of the proponent and reply when furnished to. File a filled out copy of the DA Form 2028-2. The C Figure 3 with the blank DA Forms 228-2 shall be included with the back of every depot manual. The 3 blanks shall be perforated tear out forms of pre-printed with the applying to the depot manual number, date, and time. The proponent's address shall be printed in the reverse side. Alright, Classified Department Depot Manual. For the Classified Depot Manual, the following statement shall be used with the reporting error with the recommendation improvement that you can help with this manual if you have any mistake, and if you know of any way to improve the procedure. Where to tell us about it, address the corresponding to insert with the proponent with dealing with the classified information. Make sure that the correspondence is properly marked and is handled in accordance with the AR 3805. Warning page table of contents. The warning page and table of contents shall conform with the MIL M38784. Chapter 1 Introduction. Section 1 Scope. The scope shall contain, as said, the minimum of the following statement. These instructions are for the use of the depot contractor personnel. They apply for the insert name of equipment. In this case, the conflict for taking precedence over all the other documents pertaining to this maintenance and the repair. Section 2, Description and Data. The section shall contain the following paragraph. The description of the paragraph shall provide a brief, the general description indicating the purpose, the use, the capabilities, features for the test, equipment, performance data. This paragraph shall list illustrations indicating the location of all essential performance data for the equipment, and it shall include with all paragraph the tabular list of A. Functional characteristics such as power, requirement, sensitivity, selectivity, the rated output such as wattage, voltage, horsepower, gallons per minute. Environmental characteristics such as ambient temperature, humidity limits, ventilation, air conditioner requirements. Alright, configuration data. All models and modifications authorized with the test measurement of the diagnostic equipment shall be listed with the difference between the configuration model of the serial, the part, with number groups. Individual items of the equipment, including affected model and part of the serial number, shall be described. For the equipment of the modification, minor manageable differences. The major parts of the effects shall briefly be described, and the number of the group of the registration number of the model number shall be included. Equipment and accessories publications required. As applicable, all associated equipment publications shall be listed in a tubular form and to include equipment and accessories, special tools, miscellaneous parts, with the form of the part is specified within the test equipment. All equipment and publications required but not supplied consumable, expendable items that are procedure in which these items are used. Chapter 2, Functional Analysis. The structure and organization of the chapter shall parallel with the section of the troubleshooting 315.2, 315.4. The function analysis shall present with the overall operating sequence of the equipment and show the functional relationship between the major commands of the unit. Functional diagrams that shall be the primary means of communication for this chapter. The text shall be used only to support the diagrams necessary for the clarity. Functional diagrams shall depict the development of each of the equipment. The function for the input-output to show the full show interconnection of the units with a single level, the direction, flow level, the waveforms, etc. shall be included with the applicable. See Figure 4 with the example of an acceptable functional block diagram. Alright, Chapter 3, Operational Procedures. Section 1, Setup. The necessary site selection, unpacking, assembly, installing, installation, special tools, requirements for the installation, inspection, pre-energizing procedures shall be provided in this section. Instructions shall also be given the establishing normal, neutral, zero, center, on, off, or any other required position on each of the switch control similar items before contact power when the equipment is shut down status. Section 2 controls and indicators. The information that shall be confined with which it is needed for the operator to properly identify, determine the function, use of, the content operated to protect the equipment being used. The control of the indicators shall be supported by the illustration which identifies and locates all operator controls and indicators. Section 3, turn off and turn off procedures. This section contains the instruction of to place the equipment in operation, to operate the equipment in which is mode of the operation for the which is intended to remove the equipment from the operation and put it in standby position, remove it from the operation, put it in shutdown status. Instruction shall be provided for the turning of the equipment on off during an emergency, fire hazard to the personal loss of coolant, thermal power, etc. as applicable. Chapter 4, Maintenance Equipment. Maintenance Requirements. Section 1, Facilities and Equipment and Material Standards. The facilities required for the maintenance of the testing equipment include special factors such as environmental shall be listed. Special tools and equipment. The portion shall contain detailed description, instruction, and illustration for special tools and equipment necessary to perform the maintenance of the test equipment, including any which must locally be fabricated with a special dimension. The tolerance shall be supplied with the tools and fixtures. Material standards, unless otherwise specified through the contracting activity, the portion of the parts and the material used for the replacement, repairs, and modifications shall meet the all applicable equipment of the drawing specification. 315.2, Section 2, Preventing Maintenance. The section shall contain the tabular listing of all periodic checks, services, and safety precautions, including intervals necessary to maintain the testing equipment in an operable state. Reference and apply applicable lubrication orders shall be made. However, if no applicable lubrication or published and lubricating instruction shall include in this section in tubular format with the illustration, location, and lubrication points. Section 3, Proper Operational Specifications, Self-Testing Procedure. This section shall include the information required with the pre-operational specifications applicable to check and procedures done on the test equipment. The actual testing is performed on the unit under the test, and applicable the instruction on any of the adapter required for the unit under test. The procedure shall be included with instruction shall be provided with the section of the testing and the performance of the test equipment. In the event of the failure of the unit under test, the necessary diagram shall be included within this section. Section 4, Troubleshooting. The section shall provide with the troubleshooting procedure should the test equipment fail to satisfy the requirements of the self-testing procedure and explanation how to input the major components of the function, how these components interface with the rest of the equipment. It shall provide with the depot technician only in the essential the information for the technician must know that to troubleshoot the testing equipment properly should be provided with when specified by the contracting activity, the functional block diagrams, testing layouts, schematics referred to and placed in Appendix C of the C319. Shall be used to illustrate the interface between the testing equipment and the unit's assembly of the unit under testing loop. See Figure 4. Section 5, Maintenance, Disassembly. The section shall contain all the necessary disassembly procedure, logic, disassembly sequence with the illustration statement that the effect of the extent of the disassembly will be based on the need for the troubleshooting, repair, inspection, and riveted, soldered, or welded parts are not normally mentioned, and disassembly should be included when they are approved with the contracting activity. The engineering drawings shall be referenced for the disassembly procedure. 315.5.2, Repair, Replace, and Adjust. All essential instructions Specifications for the repair, replacement, and adjustment that shall be provided with the sequence in which they are performed, test equipment set up, other installations necessary to support their procedure. With a list of all mandatory replacement parts shall be provided. Assembly, setup of the step instruction for the final assembly shall be provided and included in process of the final inspection requirements if applicable when specified with the contracting activity. Instructions shall be supported with the illustration and the checklist which will approve the contracting activity. Engineering drawings should be referenced for the assembly procedures. Alright, 316, Chapter 5, Calibration. When previously developed calibration procedures are available, their publication containing the procedures shall be referenced. If no calibration procedures have been developed, they should be prepared according to general technical requirements of MIL M38793. The standard format provides the contracting activity of the calibration procedure developed and shall appear within this chapter when specified with the contracting activity engineering source data and shall be used verbatim. Or an Appendix A reference. The appendix shall consist of all the consolidated list of all reference materials, documents, forms, drawings, etc., and the tests that are necessary for the testing equipment include the commercial drawing references. The documents shall be listed alphabetically or numerically under each of the type of the heading E, technical manual, military specification, etc. Appendix B, the list of the material. The appendix shall include all necessary peculiar maintenance items, parts not identified in other equipment and publications used at the depot level for the technical manual diagnostic and equipment addressed in the Department of Depot Manual. Nomenclature, the description, manufacturer, part number, the commercial government entity code, and quantity shall be listed when specified by the contractor. Activity parts list for the engineering drawing shall be referenced, and the parts listing shall be prepared in the format prescribed in MIL Standard 335. Appendix G, Appendix C, unit under the test, procedure and testing setup diagrams. The appendix shall be contained with the contracting activity to approve the test procedure for the unit under testing using the testing equipment unless otherwise specified by the contracting activity. The unit under testing procedure shall not duplicate procedure for the other application and other provided elsewhere in the depot maintenance. The application shall consist and contain a list of all unit under testing with the reference publication contained such as the list. Other appendices, additional appendices shall be provided with as appropriate glossary and index. Glossary and index shall be in the accordance with the bill M38784. Alright, 4. Quality assurance provisions. Responsible for the inspection unless otherwise specified by the contractor or purchaser or if the contractor is responsible for the performance of all inspection requirements of the examination for the test and specified herein, except for the otherwise specified by the contractor or purchaser or the contractor may use his or own any other facility suitable for their performance of the inspection requirements specified herein unless otherwise disapproved by the government. The government reverses the right to perform any of the inspection testing for the specification where the inspections are deemed necessary to ensure and supply the services that conform with the prescribed requirements. Responsibility for compliance. All items shall meet all the requirements in Section 3 and 5 of the inspection set forth in the specification shall become a part of the contractor's overall inspection system with the quality program. The absence of any of the inspection requirements of the specification shall not relieve the contractor of responsibility of ensuring that all the products and supplies submitted to the government for acceptance will comply with all the requirements for the contract. Sampling inspections are part of the manufacturer operation acceptable as an acceptable practice for a certain station conformance to requirements. However, this does not authorize submission of the known defect material, either the indicating actual or nor does it commit to the government to accept defective material. 4.2 Quality assurance provisions. Quality assurance in the preparation of the depot manual shall be responsibility for the contractor shall be implemented in accordance with the MIL M85337 to the extent specified with the contractor activity. Alright, packaging. Packaging requirements. Unless otherwise specified by the contracting activity, the packaging and packaging of the depot manual shall conform with the ASTM standards D3951. Marking. Packs shall be marked from the accordance with Military Standard 129 and ASTM 8 D3951. As applicable, shall indicate the appropriate depot manual numbered and publication date. 5.3 Classified material. All classified material shall be in the safeguard package and marked in accordance with the AR 38049. Note: this section contains all the information in general explanatory nature that may be helpful, but is not mandatory. Intended to use the depot manuals prepared with accordance with this document will be used for the government contracted depot personnel for the operation, maintenance, calibration of the depot testing, measurement, and diagnostic equipment. 6.2 Acquisition requirement. Acquisition documents specify the following time of the title, number, the date of the specification issued to the Department of Index of the specs and standards to be cited with the solicitation if required specific issue in the individual's documentation reference. Configuration of the equipment to be covered, the reading grade level of the depot manual, the authenticating page of the depot manual, title, and the publication number of the depot manual to be published. Suppression notices if applicable, format, calibration procedures, specification, tailoring, selection of the optional requirement content format selection area summary. See appendix. Technical manual acquisition. The specification must be listed on the contracted data requirement list of the DoD Form 1423 in the order to acquire the technical manuals described and by the specification, except for where the DoD FAR Supplement 27475-1 exempts required the form of DoD Form 1423. Alright, 6.4 definitions. Commercial off-the-shelf line manuals. Manuals available off-the-shelf in the commercial store for including the operation of the maintenance and other instructions for the commercial equipment. The commercial manuals are prepared to support the equipment in the commercial market. 6.5 subject term keyword listing. Calibration depot manual function analysis troubleshooting under unit under test. 6.6 change of the previous issue. The marginal notations are not used in the revision to define changes with respect to the previous issue due to the extensiveness of the changes. Alright, let's back out of this to home page. Alright, this Department Depot Manual 9, whatever series, supersedes copy dated the 5th of May 1980. Depot Manual for testing T410421 are used for testing M683 transverse elevation stabilizer valve assemblies and M1A1 transverse elevation servo mechanisms, U.S. Army munitions chemical commands. And then there goes on to the second page, which leaves the interface of the connection to the rocket management systems. This is your submit if something wrong, recommended changes proposal, DA Form 220-28-2. A example of a functional block diagram. Alright, you have your antenna going to the evaluation position, receiving function, ranging the range function, DC range, high voltage, angular velocity conversion section, armature control function. This is ballistics, and let's read the appendix. Alright, the appendix. Content and format selection summary. The scope of the appendix facility for the tailoring of the requirements of the depot manual acquisition preparation contained with the body with the specification. The appendix is the mandatory part of the specification. Information contained herein intended and defined for the compliance. Intended view for the tracking activity tailored for the requirement of the specification. Executing the copy of the content format selection summary contained herein, each for the separate with the depot maintenance acquisition required for these requirements contained in the basic specification be tailored to enter a yes or no on the content format selection summary sheet opposite each requirement paragraph. The properly executed content and format selection summary sheet and becomes the contractually binding when it is made with a part of the contract statement of work. Any other contractual document, the content format selection summary sheet portion of the appendix may be locally reproduced. 20. Applicable documents. This section is not applicable to the appendix. And 30. The requirements content format selection summary sheet for the mill M630458 technical manual item depot manual preparation medium 3-4 paragraph hard copy microfiche content format option. Drawing illustration line drawing engineering drawing halftones cover title block line of the drawing of the equipment on the cover, no drawing on the cover. Item material 315.130.13 paragraph reference state of the parts of the material used to meet standards now statements of specs or standards being met. Troubleshooting diagram 315 forward function diagrams testing layouts schematics appendix C disassembly section 315.5.1 engineering drawings reference assembly low section 315.5.3 copy of the illustrations cut checklist engineering drawings reference. Calibration 316 engineering source of the using verbatim. Appendix B list of the parts. 318 reference part list of the engineering drawings and the unit testing. Procedure 319 add duplicate procedure other docs duplicated procedure elsewhere in the depot manual. This is above section requirements tailoring options applying with the acquisition preparation and the enter of the title number of the depot. This manual being prepared. Single title of the contract's activity representative date. Mill M634045A technical manual custodian review activities preparing activities in project TMS. Alright, this is your instruction for if you have any business contents and also the 228 or the DA form 426 standard document approval purpose.